Hi there, Lisa here, back with another video. This time it's my January 2022 setup. Simple and straightforward. I always say simple and minimalist, but functional. So simple January title page and my month at a glance here. So what I will do with this page, I've got my must do's, my want to's, my goals, and then another time. So most things can drop into here, to be fair. The must do's and want to's tend to come from my future log, so I will copy over into the month for these. My goals will be linked to my goal page. This year I'm doing 22 goals for 2022. So, and these are goals that I look to achieve throughout the whole year. So I'm going to pull that into my month at a glance and break them down slightly. So which ones I'm going to focus on. And then another time, the things that I don't want to forget about, or I want to keep them on the radar. So that will go in that box. And then when I come around to do February, I'll take from my future log and from my January month at a glance to populate my February month at a glance. So next is my meals. I do meal planning for the month, and this helps with when I'm doing my online grocery list and what have you. That just makes it a lot more straightforward for me. Remember the day. I love this page. I love going back and reading through these over the last what will be 3 years of bullet journaling now, and this is simply one line for each day, something to capture the day as I go through the month. My money pages. So what I do here, we can all go onto our phones and see what our bank balance is. But actually I like to front load all my outgoings for the month, and I put them in here. And then I've got a running balance of spending money or available money that I have throughout the month. So I can be careful and mindful of my spending. I find as well, writing it down makes you more accountable rather than just chasing your balance on your phone. So this is a regular feature for me. And that's it for my monthlies. As I say, fairly straightforward. I've got my month at a glance. I've got my meal planning, my reflections, so my remember the day, accountability for my spending, and then I go on to my weeklies. I like one-page weeklies, and for me, I like the fact that you can see 2 weeks at the same time. This is my favourite one-page weekly setup, and I've actually used it for the 4 weeks of January, so the same setup. I've got my to-dos here on a daily basis. I can keep track of the whole month as well. Any notes or things to remember for the following week to drop in, and there's a couple of things that I track on a daily basis as well, so that tracker in there. I've really found this helps me focus. It keeps me on track with the important things that you have to remember. And for example, my future log, if I flick back to here, I put birthdays in here, and it's fine having somebody's birthday in, but if you've got to buy the card, post the card, I can then put in here the time that I need to buy the card and get it in the post so they receive it on time for their birthdays. So that's how I use my my dailies. And as I say, the 4 weeks of January, I've used the same format to keep it more straightforward going through January. And that's it, to be fair. So title page, month at a glance, my meal planner, remember the day, my money, and then into my weeklies for my to-dos on that weekly basis. Simple, straightforward, I think effective with the use of a bit of colour, a little bit of washi, and just to be aware, the pens that I use. So the outline pens here, I use the Pigma Micron 08. This is quite a thick nib, and I like that for the outlines. And I used in this setup my Tombow N75, which is the grey. And then for my weeklies, I actually switched to my Crayola Super Tips. And unfortunately, these don't have colours on them, but it's sort of a marine and a mustard type colour that I've used for those. And as you can tell, there's a little bit of shadowing, but no bleeding through in my notebook as well. So that's my January setup. It'll be February before we know it. I hope that everyone's had a restful Christmas and New Year. And I think everyone's full of hope that 2022 will be a better year than 2021. Let's see as we go through the months. See you very soon with my February setup. Take care.